Kakenhun Nonghikai 4th teacher narilom garo hapo kalama jang all Meghalaya 4th Teachers Association Garo Hills Unit kila Pynkup Burom ya Menteri Rangba Khuborjylla konrat ke Sangma hakani kasngi kum ka Burom namar ka jing Pyntreikam ya Rukom ai Tulop ka Thymmai bat ka barenti ya kani ka jing elang bala penlong ha district auditorium West Garo Hills la Pynkup Burom lang ru ya Menteri bapet ya katanat pulie puthi balak menrumboi rengkat ka jing sakhilang da pun bahaki Nonghikai.
So we prepare for our dynamic here, sir.
I remember meeting the 4 teachers during that time also. I don't know if you remember. 10 years back. That is when I should say our journey began. That is when I came to know about your problems. That is when I realized that education department had many problems which need to be resolved, some decisions which were very, very difficult, some quite simple. but it required us to really focus on education sector as a whole. And I remember meeting the teachers and fourth teachers, and I also remember taking up the issue with the then government to resolve the issue of the fourth teachers in the state of Meghalaya. I always tell people, and it's not that I'm speaking only today about it, I've always believed that there is a purpose behind what God plans. And it's not something that human beings can do even if they wish to do. But everything is planned from above. And I remember telling my colleagues that there is a reason why we are here in the government today. And I believe that the reason is to help the people of our state. I don't want to look back 20, 25 years from today and regret that I had the opportunity to do something, that I had the opportunity to resolve problems, that I had the opportunity to take the decision which would have affected thousands of lives. I don't want to regret after 20, 25, 30 years, look back and tell myself or ask myself then, why didn't I do or take that decision? And this is really what drives me personally to ensure that I can do whatever possible from my side. We are not here to tell you that we can do everything. It's not possible. It's tough. For decades, I should say, before 2018, the education department was on a roller coaster ride. In fact, in a roller coaster, we still know where we're going to reach. But education decisions were being made randomly, haphazardly, and purely on political compulsion. And I'm not here to speak ill about anybody. I don't believe in that. I never believe in that. It's according to situation, and governments in the past decided not to come out with policy. But that was maybe one of the biggest hurdles and the biggest mistake that was made in education. We did not have a roadmap. It is when the education policy was made during our government's time, during MDA 1, and consequently the Education Commission, we finally started to see a roadmap ahead of us. And in that, many problems, including infrastructure, including teachers' issues, including the overall quality of the education, including training of teachers, including materials to be given to students, technology to be used at the grassroots level, and many other issues came out. And slowly and steadily today, we are in the process of improving it. To cut the story short, it has not been an easy journey. And education has been one of the toughest departments or sectors to reform. And the reason why it is even more difficult, it's easy if you have to take a decision where you don't bother about what's going to happen to the people involved. You just take a decision and you bulldoze. The decisions in education department were even tougher, because while we're taking tough decisions, we also have to balance the overall education department so that things don't fall. So we are balancing things, we are working to balance it, yet we're making changes along the way. That actually has been the most difficult part for us. But again, as I said, because of the support, because of the cooperation from all of you, today we are where we are. I don't want to speak much. I think the fact that this program has been held is more than enough for me. But I just thought that I will share at least some of the vision that we have to bring forward education in the future. At the end of the day, I just would like to request all of you, which again our Education Minister and also our PHE Minister have mentioned, that the fundamental problem in education, and please don't take it wrong, I just want to say this. The fundamental problem in education, the main issue is that for the last 50 years, we have been worried about everything in education except the child's education. And please don't take it personally. Half the time the complaints come to me is because teachers' problems are there. Before I can even think about the student, whether the student is getting good education at the grassroots, whether the material is good or not, whether the overall facilities are good or not, we are so overburdened with teachers' problems. You know it better. After the teacher's problem, then there is always again complaint about infrastructure. I know infrastructure is not enough, but a teaching environment is not always necessary, that the building has to be first class, top class building. It is the content and the way you teach in the class and the way the teachers perform. That is primary. So while education infrastructure is important, while teachers' issues are important, while other issues of policy making are important, in all of this noise, if I may say, because there's a lot of noise, because every time we had meetings, Malakmin would come and say, sir, there's a problem of SSA, sir, there's a problem of LP, government LP's teachers, sir, there's a problem of ad hoc teachers, oh, tomorrow there's a hunger strike.